Whoa, that is so stupid. Why does it pull you into the animation if you accidentally press L1? I thought these defense moves only worked if the enemy was about to make contact with you, but clearly this Plagotype Beta did not make contact with me, and when I pressed L1 to readjust myself so that I'm looking at him, it pulled me into the animation. That's so stupid. Are you fucking kidding me? He shot me through the geometry. That fucking fire is so broken, with its phantom fucking range. And all these random stuns just allowed her to get in and punish me with phantom range. All the people that want to say phantom range is somehow good for the fucking game. Yet it leads to issues like this, where the poor designs on the hitboxes screw me like this. It's so fucking broken and badly designed, and it is not befitting for the core designs of Resident Evil 4 Remake. Phantom range again! And the random stuns, and the fact that anytime you make the slightest movement with your camera while you're aiming, it just kills your focus reticle, disabling your ability to get consistent stuns, or semi-consistent stuns, or whatever. I really don't understand the people that defend these really stupid design choices, when all they do is compliment poor designs like the phantom range on the torch. Well, this is fucking bullshit! That many shots, and he still won't let her go! It's so fucking inconsistent! And how the fuck does this contribute to common sense and a challenge? It's that inconsistent! It's so retarded! And really, she got grabbed again? By the same guy? What the fuck was she doing? Why was she just standing there the entire fucking time? The guy was knocked over. Why was she just standing there? Ashley's so fucking retarded in this game. Of course, he's fucking omniscient. What the fuck was that? Why did he omnisciently know where I was? Like, first of all, he was pathing in my direction when I just saw him for the first time. Then out of the blue, he reacts to sound somehow. I was crouched the entire time. There were no chains here. Why did he react to me just then? And started attacking me? It's such bullshit! The Gyarados are so badly designed on this game. Look at that fucking bullshit. If you shoot that barrel before the cutscene happens, it will not destroy the catapult. And he knew where I was again. Like, how is he doing this? I'm not touching anything on the ground. I'm not colliding with any chains. How the fuck does he know where I am? Excuse me, what the fuck? Again, I'm just standing still! I'm standing still, and he magically knows where I am! See, again, how the fuck does he know? He knows! He fucking knows! How the fuck does he know? This enemy's so fucking broken! What the hell is he doing? What sound is he locking onto? Look at this fucking stupidity right here. How much more is this game going to continue to remind me that it's the worst Resident Evil game ever made, and that it's the most broken Resident Evil game ever made? And watch this, he's gonna... Look at that, he magically knows where I am. How? How the fuck does he know where I am?
Ashley!
She got killed? What was any different? It's supposed to incapacitate her, not kill her.
No! Hang in there. Let me go!
Oh, come on. So fucking bullshit. I don't understand why that is a thing where you cannot make the enemy flinch when they're grabbing Ashley. No matter how many shots I put into that guy, he just would not let her go, and I failed. So fucking broken.
I'm coming for you! Help! Help me!
That is such bullshit. Again, no fucking flinch animations, even though he's preoccupied with dealing with Ashley. He's not even raising his defenses or anything. Just completely ignoring my shots, and he gets away, causing me to fail. Great fucking design. That somehow contributes to a good gameplay experience. That somehow contributes to survival horror gameplay. Beautiful design, new Capcom. You fucking retards. I don't understand how that wasn't detecting. The reticle is just so fucking dishonest in this game. I don't know if it was firing outside the reticle and that's why I was missing those shots. I don't understand.
Alone. Shit! Leon, help!
And Ashley just constantly lags behind. Like, what the fuck is she doing? She's just standing there, letting the enemies grab her, even after I break her out of the fucking grab. I mean, she's so fucking incompetent. Now he decides to flinch for some reason. Why is it that it's just random? Why is it so fucking random? With whether the enemy chooses to flinch or not, so that they drop Ashley. That's so fucking broken and badly designed.
Ashley! Shit! Shit! Ashley! You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Why does it have to hold her incapacitory state? This is so fucking retarded. Every fucking time I save her, she just goes back into that incapacitory state. Then I have to revive her, and during the animation, you do not get iframes. This is how fucking clunky, and annoying, and frustrating, and downright stupid Ashley is in this fucking game. And this is somehow better than the original version of Resident Evil 4? Am I fighting the enemies? Am I fighting anything else? I'm fighting the fucking game and its shitty mechanics!
Gotcha.
So that right there is how to get past the Garrador without using a flash grenade. So how it works is you've got to make sure he's standing near that archway, And then you gotta stun him by shooting his back. Hopefully you don't get fucked by crappy hit detection on his back. And when he gets stunned, you then need to throw a grenade down that hallway. And as soon as the grenade detonates, that's when you need to get onto the switch. And he will not prioritize you, he will go for the grenade instead. It's very dumb. I don't know why Leon is so stupid that he doesn't just pick up something off the ground and throw it in that direction. Then he can just get on the actual lever. But instead, you're going to have to resort to this gaming method if you're going to try to save up on a flash grenade. Because the flash grenade is really the only consistent way of ensuring that he actually gets stunned and he doesn't go for you while you're busy going for the crank. Because when the flash grenade detonates, he will investigate the noise from where the flash grenade originated when it detonated, rather than go for you. It's some really dumb technical knowledge required, because this guy is so fucking broken. Like, he omnisciently knows where you are, just randomly out of the blue. You don't even have to be moving around. You can just be standing still, and he'll just know where you are, as you've seen in my Poor Design series. It's so fucking broken. And I'm planning on saving a flash grenade for the later sequences, but this is the only possible way to do this, so that I can save the flash grenade. It's really fucking retarded. Okay, how the fuck did he know where I was? I was crouched the entire time. He had no reason to move forward. How the fuck did he hear me? Why is this guy so fucking broken? This guy is so fucking broken with his omniscient AI. And look, he just turned in my direction for no reason. Again. The previous times he was turning in my direction for no reason. He even used his running attack out of the blue somehow, which is so fucking broken. I mean, how the fuck can they QA test this and consider this functional and working? This is clinically retarded and broken to a heavy degree. Oh, she's stuck. If only that glitch happened more often. She's in her T-model pose! I don't know what happened, so the guy tried to grab her, and I'm guessing he was forced into a corner, and Ashley doesn't know how to drop down to the ground. So the game's so confused, now she's in the T-model pose. If only this happened more often, that way I could play the game properly without having to babysit her, because she's ruining the game every fucking time with her shitty AI system. Oh, what? Okay, so she was still gonna fail me anyway. That's bullshit. That's really bullshit.
Warm welcome.
Jesus Christ, that was 8 headshots and he's still fucking alive! I don't understand what the whole point of giving the enemies random HP is. What is with this Resident Evil 1 Remake garbage? Because Resident Evil 1 Remake had the same thing as well, where the enemy health was randomized every playthrough, or every time you restarted. What purpose does it serve this game? He's not only not flinching, he's just taking an absurd amount of punishment from a fucking pistol. It's a standard enemy type. It's a regular Ganado. He never mutates. And I need to save up on a lot of pistol ammo for the sequences you've designed later on, like for the Ashley double switch sequence in the water room area of this chapter, or for later sequences. I don't understand why they have to randomly adjust the enemy HP. Is this related to the adaptive difficulty? Is this a built-in mechanic just like Resident Evil 1 Remake? What purpose does it fucking serve? Can we actually trust our gameplay? If you want to give the enemies that amount of life, why can't it just be consistent throughout this entire game? Then you can actually show that you are a shit development team and that you promote consistently bad designs in your fucking game. Just the lack of logic displayed here with the way they've set out the encounters, with the way they've set up the enemy health, with the way they've set up the enemy flinch animations, and it doesn't fit the later sequences that occur. Like, the flow of the encounters just doesn't fucking work. You're forcing me to waste a lot of ammunition just to do these sequences, and I'm even having to use exploits to my advantage to keep this guy from attacking me. The amount of times the developers just want to show to you that they're a shit development team is so fucking absurd with this game. And it's almost like they set up the enemy HP in such a way that they want you to slot into the merchant system, like it's a fucking microtransaction system just to contribute to the natural fundamental flow of the gameplay. But if you're gonna be that forceful, why do you make the merchant an option? Why do you not just make the weapon upgrades mandatory then? Like, why can't Leon just upgrade his weapons in a way that's just natural, but with the way it's represented in the gameplay, there's no real change to your fundamentals? It makes no fucking sense why they're this forceful with the merchant, or why they try to portray the merchant like he's an optional mechanic, and they even go out of their way to say that this game is actually designed without the merchant in mind, but it's not. They don't even specify difficulty. If you're going to be specifying a challenge without difficulty settings, then it must mean you've actually looked at that challenge on every fucking difficulty, and you thought it worked. But when you're giving the enemies that amount of HP, when you're shooting them 8 times in the head and they're still alive, or when they don't have any flinch animations, or when you put in this many enemies, or when you're having to rely upon holes and exploits like crazy to get this game done, and I've done it with every single chapter in this game because of how fundamentally broken this game is, what are you trying to tell me at this point? I mean, like, why do they have to remind me every fucking time that they're a shit development team? Like, do they want to really view themselves as a joke? Like, what fucking development team would ever want to view themselves as a joke? It's like they can get away with whatever the fuck they want with this game because they know the fans will eat up this game because it has the title of Resident Evil 4. I mean, it's just so fucking brain dead on a whole other level. Like, even with the frequency of money that I get from these enemies, like, they always drop nothing but money. Very rarely do I get ammunition drops. But why do they drop money when you can't even buy ammunition from the merchant? You can get crafting recipes, you can get weapon upgrades, and I don't know if restocking or like upgrading your ammo capacity refills your magazine entirely. Is that what they're wanting you to do with the fucking money? And it doesn't even help that this whole drop rate with money negatively impacts certain sequences, like with the double switch section in Ashley's part when you're in the water room area. You know the amount of times in my blind playthrough that I was begging for the enemies to drop ammunition, but they kept dropping money, yet you can't even buy ammunition in the moment. You have to go to the merchant to just buy all these other things that are not related to ammunition. And the sequence was a fucking mess. They can't even adjust the drop frequency of ammunition to correspond to the kind of sequence that you're in. That's how much the thought processes that go into how the developers design certain sequences is so fucking rigid and not dynamic. And they aren't even applying that amount of forward knowledge to later sequences. And ironically, the amount of forward knowledge you need to do this game to get past its poor designs, to even make your first playthrough bearable. And the irony there, this game is so fucking compromised when it's just doing stupid things like dropping that much money when I need ammunition for the bullet spongy and badly designed sequences you've designed later on. And you can't even buy ammunition from the merchant. I mean, what am I supposed to take from this, guys? That I was begging for the enemies to drop ammunition, but they kept dropping money, yet you can't even buy ammunition in the moment. You have to go to the merchant to just buy all these other things that are not related to ammunition, and the sequence just was a fucking mess. They can't even adjust the drop frequency of ammunition to correspond to the kind of sequence that you're in. That's how much the thought processes That's how much the thought processes of the developers. That's how much the thought processes that go into how the developers design certain sequences is so fucking rigid and not dynamic. And they aren't even applying that amount of forward knowledge to later sequences. And ironically, the amount of forward knowledge you need to do this game to get past its poor designs, to even make your first playthrough bearable. And the irony there, this game is so fucking compromised. When it's just doing stupid things like dropping that much money when I need ammunition for the bullet spongy and badly designed sequences you've designed later on. Yeah, and you can't even buy ammunition from the merchant. I mean, what am I supposed to take from this, guys? And I know I just talked a lot about the merchant, guys, but even if I were to use the merchant on professional difficulty, it would only fix a fraction of the issues present with this game. Or just make the issues that are already apparent a bit more bearable, but not enough to remove the unbearable nature entirely. I mean, this game should have been better designed with no merchant in mind, because you fundamentally create a better game in the process. If Evil Within can do that, why not this game? I don't fucking understand. And again, if the merchant is so crucial to the natural flow of gameplay, why do you make him an optional mechanic then? Why is he not just somehow integrated directly into the natural flow of gameplay in a way where, like, Leon could just see him in a cutscene and upgrade his weapons, or Leon finds some other way to upgrade his weapons, or he gets better weaponry somewhere? Like, I don't fucking understand! And the implementation of the merchant just allows new Capcom to do less work with this game. Just like Resident Evil Village, the implementation of the merchant made them not choose to rearrange enemy placements properly. They also chose to not rearrange ammunition and weapon placements, and so many other things. I mean, I've talked a lot about this in my Resident Evil Village review, and it's better reserved for there rather than being discussed right now for this poor designs video or Resident Evil 4 Remake. God damn it. I don't even know what happened just then. I was standing still, and he apparently heard the chain right next to me. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's bullshit! Come on! I dodged the first one, and then the other guy, I don't even get a dodge prompt. This is what happens when you make two enemies just attack at the same time, and you design a move as badly as that. I don't even understand why they don't let you deflect that move. You can't even make them flinch unless you have the shotgun. I'm not wasting shotgun shells because I need it for the water room area coming up. And I know these enemies despawn when I return to this area later on. So dumb. And I'm back in the stealth profile. Why? Why is this guy running away? Jesus Christ, what? Look, and he's coming back! What the fuck is wrong with the AI on this game? Who the fuck programmed the AI system that governs the transition between a stealth status and a combat status? Why did he run away and then decide to come back? That kind of behavior is prevalent throughout this entire game. Jesus Christ, even after that melee hit, it's taking that many shots to the head to take her out? There's like no incentive to partake in the melee if it's going to do that pitiful of damage. I've asked this question many times before. What the fuck is the whole point of the melee system? Yes, you get iframes. Yes, it can be used for crowd control. But when it doesn't even do enough damage, when you're having to deal with the random stuns, this is another thing that doesn't make any sense with the random stuns. You're completely invalidating the point of the melee system then. I mean, when the melee is going to be this pitiful in damage, when it's going to be locked behind random stuns that trigger whenever the hell they want, where's the fucking incentive to partake in the melee? Are you fucking serious? That many shotgun shells and he's still alive? Now that just looks so fucking stupid. There's no justification for why this regular Ganado has this much fucking life. Even the villagers can do the same as well, and they're supposed to be the lesser variant of the ganado. What the fuck have they done with the weapons on this game? Of course he fucking knows. Why is he so fucking omniscient? What did I do to cause noise? Why is he coming after me? God damn it! Why do you... I fucking hate that, guys. You wanna know what just happened? So, like, for some reason, you can't stop Leon from loading in more shells. He has to load the full amount of shells into his shotgun in order to actually fire. Like, you can't tell him to stop loading shells like you can in every other game. And really, like, the only possible way you're going to stop Leon from loading more shells so that you can fire and stop the enemy that is rushing you is to actually swap to another weapon. But that's just so fucking awkward, not to mention, it takes Leon a certain amount of time to even swap to the other weapon, and then swap back. So either way, I was fucked. It's so fucking dumb. Like, as I recall, in the other Resident Evil games, that at least had some possible way of stopping a character from loading more shells. You could press the fire button, or you could actually do another thing. But you can't do that on this game, unfortunately. Are you for real? There was a grenade right next to her, and she didn't even fucking flinch. What is wrong with the flinch animations whenever the enemies are grabbing Ashley? How can they be resistant to that kind of explosion at that close range? Why is this game so fucking broken?
Ashley!
You gotta love that, guys. You gotta love when those random stuns only complement poor designs. She would not fucking flinch even though I was shooting her in the head. I tried to get away because I wanted to preserve my knife durability, and unfortunately the fire has phantom range. Gotta love that. Gotta love when they use random stuns to complement bad designs rather than complement good designs. Although random stuns can't even complement good designs by its own nature. Expertly fucking designed, guys. Yeah, new Capcom in a fucking nutshell. For their lack of common sense with how they implement designs within the core framework of a game. Look at that for a fucking hitbox. The dude somehow fired a range attack at me, and I was behind him. I got touched by no projectile, I just got hit by nothing. So fucking bullshit. Yeah, that didn't look weird or anything. Shot her multiple times in the head and she was just walking right through them. And here I thought enemies that were set on fire like that were actually guaranteed to go into a flinch animation that I could punish with a melee attack. But no. It has to be inconsistent like every fucking time. And instead I just get it where she just walks through my bullets, almost as if my shots aren't even registering on her. Yeah, expertly designed. That really captures the realistic feel of shots on an enemy that is human-like, just like me. Wow. I really hate that. If your back is to the guy who's using his scythe, it never gives you the prompt. It's so stupid. And I'm having to navigate Ashley around, so obviously my back's gonna be to the guy, and I have to get the enemies away because I need to save up my ammo, because I know these enemies despawn when you go back to this room from the second floor, because this chapter just drains your ammunition like crazy. And so this is a massive inconvenience that the fucking QuickTime event doesn't register if your back is to the guy. That's so retarded. Nice phantom range right there. The dude didn't even touch me with his shield and he somehow damaged me.
What is that?
Okay, what the fuck was that bullshit?
Leon!
What the hell did Leon get stunned by? He was just stuck in that lengthy stun animation for no fucking reason, and that gave the enemy plenty of time to just instantly kill me. So fucking broken. That is retarded. That is beyond fucking retarded. What a fucking broken animation. Look at that fucking bullshit. An explosion right next to her. I even waited until she started walking away, and it didn't even make her flinch. How the fuck have QA accepted this as a good design? Just imagine if there was another situation where Ashley was so far away from me, and I had to rely upon the flinch animations involved to save her. Do you have any idea how bullshit that would be? There's no common sense here. There's nothing survival horror-esque. It's just cheap artificial handicaps like this that only serve to make the gameplay more frustrating for no reason. Look at that fucking bullshit! I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm guessing my shotgun shell must have clipped on the guy's scythe. But what the fuck was that? That should have still knocked him over. I've had this plenty of times. This was different for some bizarre reason. And then he decided to do that attack where I can't even avoid it unless I face in this direction. It's so fucking stupid. And just remember, guys, random stuns like this somehow make the game more survival horror-esque, or stupid stuns like this where the guy is somehow able to neutralize all of my shots with just a simple scythe. And that makes no fucking sense. I just knew he was going to be very omniscient just then. That's why I was readying my pistol. And as soon as I saw that he flinched, I just knew he was going to attack. Why is this AI so fucking broken? So when you're trying to get through the door, you don't even rush. You just gotta crouch. You just gotta wait for him. Just slowly move towards the exit. And then as soon as you see him flinch, you've got to run backwards at the right moment and hope he doesn't cancel his attack animation into another attack animation. Because he's that fucking broken and badly designed.